Hello, welcome to our fourth video with Aurelia. Today we try to climb Stormveil Castle, and we now meet our first boss and gatekeeper of Stormveil, the good Margit. Let's see if we are well prepared or prepared enough, and that my small amount of skill is enough to do the job. So we collect some runes. Not enough for a level up, but I think our level is high enough, especially endurance. I think in the next up we invest a little bit more into vigor, and then making progress or continue making progress in fate to raise the damage of our weapons. Hey, fall Tarnished. Ambitious by the flame. Nee, ignited by the flame of ambition. But today I think you must make one step more. But I think it could be useful to refresh our energy. And let's buff and use golden wand.
Tarnished, in search of the Elden Ring, emboldened by the flame of ambition.
And why must someone extinguish my flame? Boss music's a little bit too loud, I think. It disturbs myself. Goodbye, Margit. We were well prepared.
Tarnished, smoldering behind eager flame. Cower in fear of the night. The hands of the Fell Omen shall brook thee no quarter.
Hey, we have enough runes to upgrade our Vigor. Or maybe Fate. Is 20 Vigor enough? I don't think so. And at the moment we have no big aggressive spells who taking advantage of high fate value. So I think Vigor is a more useful investment. I try to explore everything. Most of the time I do this in Stormveil Castle. The reason is as it's really a nice place and I enjoy the game with every aspect. Maybe it's a good time. A nice thumbnail screenshot. What would you say this? Too much confusion in the background, I think. This looks better. Here in front of the gates. Yeah. Beautiful eyes.
You there? Come over here, would you? You're tarnished, aren't you? I would advise against taking the main gate into the castle. It's tightly guarded by hardened old hands. Oh, try the opening right here. The guards don't know about it. You'll breach the castle undetected. Yes, that's the spirit. You're just the kind of tarnished that I like. I pray for your success.
Normally I use the main gate. It's for me the, I would say, shorter way. But to stay a little bit more in character, I think Aurelia would use the silent, quieter way. More peaceful way. We go this way, we must fight against some birds. But the problem is we have no range attacks at the moment. So maybe another time. next problem I have to solve. For range we have different option. Incantation. At the moment we have no range incantation. We have bows and crossbows. But at the moment I think nothing fits really. Let's take a look if you have already a bow. No. And there are some pots. We can create pots. Maybe some holy pots. Yeah, and something to throw. These swords are really nice. They scaling with stacks and strength, but nothing with fate. If we were not a challenge, only to holy, also two-finger incantations and earthly incantations, we could use fireballs and something like this. But not with Aurelia. He has seen us. And the third one. Let's see how far we can throw. Nice. Aurelia, what do you think about a job as holy bow maiden? Claws. We can't use them. We need dex for it. Ah, they are not bad. Oh, we have hit him. Not bad, not bad. Better than nothing. And we have some throwing daggers. A solution for ranged attacks. Golden Order sounds good, but we need a lot of intelligence for it. And our weapon is not scaling with intelligence and faith. that's a nice shield. Oh, too much string. Just for the optic. Ah, that looks very well. Has something from John Dark, I think. Now a little more female knight armory. And we are well prepared. But I think this shield looks very good. Well, curved sword talisman. Ah, we can use it for guard counters. Charged attacks. I like to work with guard counters. But I like charge attacks too. But for this weapon I think we need a talisman. For successive attack. Successive. You know, I hope what I mean. Okay, and the rusty key we are now too. Here's a little guy behind the corner. If you jump, if you make this, he catch you. Pickled full food. It's good for if we farming some objects. This raises the chances for drops. Not for runes, just for drops. Ah, look at that view. Dangerous and beautiful. Like Aurelia, like she. Or like her. I think he's turning around in some moments. We must. Yeah, we are lightweighted. Our poise is at the moment 18. 18 is like 0, not existent. Everyone can move us around. I think we try the upper decks first. There is a claw talisman. Will help us to make damage with jump attacks. Means then we attack like this. I don't like it, I don't know. I just have to press a button more. But it looks not good to me. Focus was not working. Hey, we are at night at Stormveil Castle. Very nice. I have not missed one soldier. And now the golden wall. Hey Scully, we are at the moment in Stormveil Castle, directly in front of the claw talisman on the roof of the tower. Can you tell us a little bit about this talisman?
That little trinket is the claw talisman. Simple appetite, brutal results. It enhances your jump attacks, so every jumping light, heavy or power-stanced L1 gets a flat damage boost, about 15% in practice. It's one of the earliest, make my favorite move hit harder, talismans. And it stays useful the whole time if you like leaping at people like an untrained gargle. Lore-wise, it's tied to the idea of bestial, clawed predators striking from above. Interpretation. It's the game quietly rewarding bad manners and worse posture. Also, if you ever used Starscourge Greatsword and thought it didn't work, that was an old bug fixed back in patch 1.05.
I think at the moment we have better outcome to guard talisman. Claw talisman is just interesting. I think about to try it. Maybe the X talisman is a better choice. Oh, I like that. With every weapon. The charged heavy attack. Often my dad. I think this is a cookbook. Let's see if you can craft something new. I think some arrows. At the moment I have a problem with Aurelia's ranged attacks. The thing is that I just use holy incantations for buffing and healing. But I have no aggressive range attack from two fingers incantations or earthly incantations. What do you think fits very well as ranged attack to Aurelia? Maybe sorcery, but I don't think so. There we need intelligence, and for bows and crossbows we need, yeah, fits something like that to Aurelia, a holy maiden, a crossbow or a bow. What would you say?
If you're keeping Aurelia as a holy maiden, and you're already in faith for buffs and heals, don't drag her into sorcery. Intelligence is a whole other coffin to climb into. Just give her a proper faith-flavored ranged option. Lightning Spear is the cleanest, most reliable, throw it at their face, incantation, and it fits the two fingers vibe well enough. If you want something meaner, Frenzied Burst is basically a sniper shot. Still faith-based, but it comes with the whole eyes screaming at the world aesthetic, so maybe not maiden material. If you insist on a bow crossbow for roleplay, a plain shortbow works, but it'll always feel like a side hobby unless you build for it. Tell me your current faith and dex/SDR, and where you are in the game, and I'll point you to the best specific spell and where to grab it.
I think you are right. Lightning Spear, I think, fits to Aurelia very well. It's holy, and it's no, I would say, law-breaking incantation. I think Lightning Spear could make it. What is the best location to get lightning spear and what kind of seal fits to it.
Lightning spear isn't found. Exactly. You earn the right to throw it by mugging a knight for his homework. Go to Liurnia of the Lakes, near the artist's shack. There's a Lanedell knight patrolling just south of that grace. Kill him, take the dragon cult prayerbook, then bring it to Miriel, pastor of vows at the Church of Vows. He'll sell you lightning spear. As for seals, if you want lightning spear to hit harder specifically, the gravel stone seal is the dedicated tool since it boosts dragon cult incantations. If you just want the best raw faith scaling later on, Erdtree seal tends to win, but the classy move is casting with your best scaling seal while still holding gravel stone in the other hand for the bonus.
Gravelstone Seer sounds to me too much away from Erdtree and two-finger incantations. But the thing is to have something in range who fits to her. I think a crossbow or bow is not fitting to her very well. And the pots you can craft have not a high amount of range, very limited. I think we should try it. Just as an experiment to see how it works. I have a little bit problems with the gravelstone seal. The darkness you see the loot much better. Maybe I should create myself a little mod where I can set the daytime. Oh, that was close. Maybe I play next time a necromancer and I create a little spell for him to change any time he casts a spell and the daytime is changed to midnight or something. It's nothing what makes me stronger. Just more fun and comfortable. It's just more fun and comfortable. And fits very well too. necromancer. Oh, now the skier awaits us, right? Hmm. Are we ready for him? Let's play Tom and Jerry with him. Wait for his special move. He's really fast. Let's get to the lift first. We have an open shortcut if we die. And let's take a look. How far away? I know exactly where this guy is. He's patrolling, I think here somewhere is the artist check. And the guy with the special prayer book is patrolling here. And we have no grace near him. So, I think we should start here. Running here, get this grace and continue forwarding this way. Get this grace, riding back and fight him. Yeah, I think that could be a good idea. I hope. Get this grace here. The more interesting point is how much damage are we doing with lightning and how much FP it costs and how quick. Wrath of Gold makes a little bit damage too, but costs a lot of FP. What is FP? Action points? Hey, I think about for what stands FP. I say often mana or action points to it. The source when you cast something or make special moves with Ash of War. For what's standing FP?
FP stands for focus points. It's the blue
Focus
bar.
points.
Call it mana. If you want no one's arresting you, you spend FP to cast sorceries and incantations, to use ashes of war weapon skills, and for spirit ashes when you summon them. Some skills also cost FP to keep going if they're channeled. Your maximum FP comes mostly from mind. The Flask of Cerulean Tears restores FP, and you can shift your flask charges between red HP and blue FP at a site of grace.
Good to know. Ooh, what's that? Big crab. I just see some big chunk moving. I was a little bit scared. Tiberian Marina. I think this guy drops the Ash of War with Skeletal Assassin. And now in front of us, this is a knight with a special prayer book. But before we fight him, he ensures that we can revive near him if he die on the artist check side of grace. So let's prepare us as good as we can. This guy is normally very tough. Okay. Easier than expected. And I think we use the situation to crossing the gorge. Crossing the gorge, and after that revisiting the Church of Wars. Then we give him the prayerbook. I hope that the incantation of the lightning spell costs us not too much money. Runes. Yeah, runes are a currency in this game, so money is not so far away. A small, he's not so small, a Thorn Sorcerer, and I think we kill him, then we get the Thorn Sorcerer spell. We don't use it, it's sorcery, but we have it. Briars of Sin. And on the left corner, on the left top corner, you see the Church of Woes. I think the spell has some disadvantage. Makes not enough damage or too much FP, too much focus points. Time to relax a little bit.
You're tarnished, aren't you? I welcome you to the Church of Vows. I am Miriel, steward of this sacred chamber. My apologies for the unseemly state of affairs. Do you know the origin of this place? How it came to be known as the Church of Vows?
Yeah, I have no choice.
Well, that is a shame. But who can blame you? The shattering has caused us, all of us, to lose sight of something very dear. It is here, at the Church of Vows that the great houses of the Erd Tree and the Moon were joined by the matrimonial bond between red-haired Radagon and Renala of the Full Moon. And so our church holds in view the monuments of both houses, the Erd Tree of the capital and the Academy of Rea Lucaria. Oh, was there something you needed? You are free to show yourself around. I would serve as your guide, only my legs aren't what they used to be. If you find anything of use, you are free to take it with you. Unless, perhaps, you are in search of instruction, in which case I will share all that I know. Oh, what have we here? Very well, let us both learn together. Heresy is not native to the world. It is but a contrivance. All things can be conjoined.
Hey Scully, what exactly is doing Blessing Spoon? Is it some heal over time or is it some buff incantation?
Blessing's boon. And yes, you said spoon, which is honestly appropriate, is a heal over time incantation. It's a buff you cast on yourself and nearby allies that steadily restores HP for a while. Not an instant burst heal like Heal Great Heal. Mechanically, it's about 8 HP per second for 90 seconds in the base game. So it's efficient and comfy between hits, especially in co-op. But it won't stack with other temporary region incantations like Bestial Vitality or Blessing of the Erd Tree. Only get one timed region running at once. You buy it from Miriel at the Church of Vows.
Here we have Lightning Spear. And we have Honed Bolt. So, Lightning Spear, 18 focus points, 12 focus points. We have at the moment 91 if we are full. Means we can cast around 5 times. 5 times. Yeah, but I don't see the damage. Bows are nice. Honed Bolt strikes foes lightning bolt from above. Costs just 12. And the range would be interesting too. What is the difference between Lightning Spear and Honed Bolt? Special range, damage and focus point cost.
Lightning Spear is your classic throw a projectile. You aim it straight ahead, it travels, and it's great for picking things off at range or punishing healing. It costs more FP per toss, 18 FP, and needs 17 faith. Honed Bolt is nastier in a different way. You raise your hand, and the lightning comes down from above onto the target. That means it's excellent against enemies who hide behind railings, shields, terrain, or elevation. It's cheaper, 12 FP, but needs more faith, 24. and it can be chain cast quickly after the first strike as long as you've got FP and stamina. Damage depends on your seal scaling and openings, but in practice, spear is better for distance and sniping. Bolt is better for you can't dodge what hits from the sky pressure.
At the moment I wear the 2-finger seal and I have 32 faith. Scully, at the moment I have 32 fate and wearing the 2-finger seal. What if you have to choose one of these two, lightning spear or hornet bolt, what would you choose?
With 32 faith and a 2 fingers vibe, I'd keep lightning spear as your default and only swap to honed bolt when you know you'll abuse it. Lightning spear is simpler, safer, and more generally useful. Good range, straightforward aiming, and it works anywhere you can see the target. It's the honest, ranged tool for a holy build, and it pairs nicely with your buffs and heals without turning you into a spam gremlin. Honed bolt is brilliant, but it's more situational. It shines when enemies are below you, behind cover, or constantly sidestepping your throws. If you're only taking 1 slot most of the time, take lightning spear. If you can spare 2 slots, take both and pretend you're civilized.
Yeah. And I haven't bowled the holy incantation. The blessing normally should be my first choice. Breath of gold, urgent heal. See the cast time. There were some some nobles. Ah, here we have some guys for testing. Yeah. Piece of gold makes just more damage because they are really not happy about holy damage. Let's see what lightning can do for us. Oh, the damage is interesting. I think lightning spear is a little bit too much. Hornet bolt On the edge. It's tested in Stormveil. Damage difference should be interesting. We test it now on the dark. On the dark. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Dog died very quick. Let's see difference to lightning spear. Is very fast. I was not prepared. I move with every cast. I move a little bit forward. Damage from of the dark is same like Tarnished bolt, I would think. It's not really right. No. But I think we spare a little bit money. 4,000 and buying the blessing. The continuous heal. Church of Wars. Yeah, I think that you get some advantage of this lightning spells. You need a talisman who raise incantation damage, especially lightning, and I think the lightning scorpion. And there's this incantation talisman who raises the damage. And a seal, like the gravelstone seal, to raise the damage too. At the moment it's not feeling like a good idea. aggressive? I'm not aggressive too. A nice shield incantation would be nice. Who makes some damage. But I think there's only shield bash or a special parry later. Can, I think, buy in Carrion Manor. Then we can parry magic too, I think. This could be funny. Oh, wrong. Golden wall.
Be proud. You were a fine warrior. Your only mistake was your choice of master. Let the winds lift you to a higher place. Well, who do we have here? Tarnished, are you? Clearly not one of Godric's lot. I am Nefeli Lu. Tarnished and warrior, like you. I'm here by decree of my father. How utterly repellent this is. This grafting of Godric's ill befits a lord.
Oh, she has a nice face. Okay. Not a good moment for her.
He's tainted the very winds. If you intend to challenge Godric, I ask you call upon me. The winds run foul with his deeds. I'm certain father would permit me aid the fight. Apologies, but I've idled long enough. As fellow Tarnished, we must each follow down whatever road takes us to the throne of El.
Okay. Then move forward. Now we open the door to the basement. I think in the basement awaits us a putrefied earth tree. Always a very annoying creature. But we don't need to think at the moment on him. 50-50 that this happens to me. This position. Oh man, really? I mean, oh woman. Ha. It was close, but enough. Hey Scully, we tested this lightning spear and hornet bolt. The damage is medium, but I think it's not really fitting to her, to Holy Maiden. She's just working with Erdtree and two-finger incantations. Maybe a possible way to go, a possible direction would be Golden Order incantations. I don't know what you think about.
If you're trying to keep her, Holy Maiden, Pure Erdtree, and Two Fingers, then yeah, Dragon Cult Lightning starts to feel like you borrowed someone else's religion. Golden Order incantations fit the aesthetic perfectly. Clean, ritualistic, and smug. For ranged damage, your early workhorse is Discus of Light. It's cheap, fast, and you can throw it out all day. The catch is it wants both faith and intelligence. So it's a real build direction, not a free accessory. If you don't want to invest in intelligence, your best, still holy, ranged option is basically Black Flame Bestial, which aren't maiden cute either. Or just accept that pure Two Fingers / Erdtree is more buffs, heals, and melee support than it is long-range blasting. Tell me your current intelligence and your weapon plan. Straight sword, spear, sacred infusion. And I'll tell you whether Golden Order is worth the stat shit.
Looks like Scully is sharing my source. Okay, actual status is we're wearing the Sunbeam's shield +3. We have the Finger Seal +5. We have Cypher Pater +4. Vigor 21. Mind 14. Endurance 19. Strength 11. Dex 10. Intelligence 7. Fate 32. Arcane 10. Let's see what nice suggestions Scully has. Sometimes he's talking fresh.
Right, so Aurelia's stats, and your gear are screaming pure faith paladin, not Golden Order scholar. You've got 32 faith, but only 10 intelligence. Golden Order ranged damage like Discus of Light absolutely fits the Holy Maiden vibe. But it also demands you stop being illiterate. It needs intelligence and faith. And it really comes alive when you commit to an INT-FTH split and use the Golden Order seal. If you stay Erdtree / Two Fingers with low INT, you're in theme. Ranged options are basically limited and kind of anemic early. Lightning Spear is actually closer to your current stat reality, even if the aesthetic isn't perfectly Two Fingers. If you want the cleanest Holy Maiden path without INT investment, lean into weapon plus buffs. Cypher Pater is fine. And keep a ranged tool as a necessary sin. If you're willing to respect later or start feeding INT up toward the mid-teens and beyond, then Golden Order becomes a real direction. Tell me your level and whether you're okay with respexing after Renala, and I'll say exactly how far to push intelligence and which seal to run.
No, I think I play two-finger incantations and Erdtree incantations only. Then I switch to more a tank or a melee fighter. As damage source, she uses then only the Cypher Peter and later the Coded Sword. I think this is the best option at the moment. The lore is for me more important than the fit. I think we go to the basement first.
Fine. If lore matters more than numbers, then you're doing it the right way. Which is to say, the way that suffers with dignity. 2 fingers plus Erdtree incantations are mostly buffs, heals and protection, not ranged nukes. So accept your role. You're a walking sermon in plate, and your damage comes from Cypher Parter now and Coded Sword later. That's coherent, and it's exactly the kind of holy brutality the lands between deserves. For practical combat, keep one tiny concession. A humble ranged pull option, even a basic bow you barely scale, just to drag enemies out of packs. Everything else can be faith buffs, region, fortifications, and then you go in and carve scripture into them up close.
And now a little bigger animal should be prepared a little bit. Better than expected. I calculated 1 death here, but okay. Then just the skier. Kitchen awaits us. And of course, the wet blade with stacks. Misericordia. And here is the Black Flame incantation book we can, or prayer book we can collect, but we don't need it. And the Black Flame seal is not really helpful for us too, so we can spare some stone swords. Stone sword keys. Record. Iron wet plate. Not very helpful for us, but it's good to have the whole collection. Yeah, I know. The same we can say about the Black Prayer Book. I think we should kill this guy. Good plan, bad execution. Bad. Okay, we are a little bit over leveled. 45, yeah. We are a little bit too strong for Stormveil Castle. Normally you are here 25 to 30 ounces. What? I haven't seen you. And another one. I want to visit this place. Over the roof, over the kitchen, but let's clear the kitchen before. Especially the dark side. Hello. And another one. Now we can buy the Church of Woes our blessing. I think the Teal of our Time is really helpful. And now our little toy. I really like it. Let's see how good it's working. this place. Perfect. Ha! Boom, boom, boom. Now we are a Banished Knight. Yeah, we can think about we have enough endurance to wear a little bit thicker armory, but it should look feminine. And we are fitting to a holy maiden. And I think that's a problem. Delicious pickled turtleneck. Remembers me a little bit on pickled cucumbers. I like them very much. Okay, we have nearly anything can get. Have I missed something here in Stormveil Castle? Let's think about. But no, I don't say. Ah, of course. Robot sorcerer. Has some nice Ash of War. But we can't pay advantage to it. Advantage from it. The reason is our weapons can't be re-infused with Ashes of War. So we have to use what we already got. Haha. I think currently we haven't died one time in this castle. I want to check something. Because one time it's happened exactly when I not recorded my gameplay. I found here on the roof Vostok, I think. Gostok. He was sitting exactly here. Yes, he was sitting. And it's never happened again. Later I was thinking about that this was something special. But it's okay.
Ah, nice to meet you. The pleasure's mine. Roger's the name. A sorcerer, as you might have guessed. I'm looking for a little something here in the castle. When I'm not hot-footing it from the troops, that is. But enough about me. What are you doing here in Stormveil Castle? This place is bristling with Tarnished hunters, you know. They sacrifice our kind for grafting. Not exactly a place I'd stroll into without a purpose in mind.
I want to spread the blessing of the Earth Tree to every dark corner.
I see. Here to challenge Godric and lay your hands upon a great rune, are you? You can see it then, I take it. The guidance of grace. Well, enjoy it while you can. I'm tarnished, like you. But unlike you, I've seen neither hide nor hair of this guidance for the longest time. Still, I won't forget how it felt when I first came here, to the lands between. I'm privy to a few magical battle arts. Would you care to learn one? As a fellow Tarnished, once guided by grace, I'd love to help you out, if it please.
Spinning weapon is nice. You can put it on some stuffs if you are a sorcerer. But the other things not interesting for us. So, one thing we forgot. The Crucible Knight. But before we challenge the Crucible Knight, we buy our blessing.
Greetings. Do you need anything?
Yes. Thanks a lot. And now our last enemy. The Crucible Knight. He's optional, but he's a nice enemy. Good for duel. He's a little bit unfair because he has much more voice and more stance. And you have to just to dodge around him and wait for your damage window to get some hit points from him. But that's okay. That's the game. So we have Wrath of Gold, sometimes useful. And now we have a Blessing. Jackson costs 12 and Wrath of Gold costs 40. Oh, okay. I take the Blessing. Yeah, anything of these spells is useful in specific locations. Now we have a problem. No, we have knives. There is no problem a knife can't solve. Also have a nice range. And they disarm the birds. I think we take a look on this little guy. He's not so nice because he throws his exactly. He throws his barrel into the other explosive and isn't dying. It must be a wonder. Jump attacks. For Crucible Knight, nothing of this special talisman is helpful. Healing is not bad. Together with our blessing, we get some, yes, some visible amount of HP from it. Oh, this is a nice weapon. Nice Ash of War. I like spears and halberds a lot. And if you have a spear, it makes really fun to jump with enemies. But it's not so overpowered than you think. And I think at first we try to pass the Crucible Knight and activating the lift. The reason is we have a big chance to get killed. So it makes more sense to me to activate the shortcut in case of dying. And now it's getting interesting. Oh, my range is very nice. Oh, my damage is very nice. Not so bad than expected. Yeah, you are the guy of long range attacks, I know. Oh man. Whoa. What the fuck? I was sweating. Oh. So I think we have already done anything. Exception is the room with Black Flame prayerbook. Let's take a look how many Stonesword keys we already own. 5. Ah, come on. We get it. We take the book. And then we must slay, of course, Godric. This way. this is the right way. Yes. It's already dark outside. Oh, it's 3 of them. I heard one and I was not sure. But there was a fourth one, I think. Yeah. Good instinct to turn around. And now we get the black incantation seal. It's called Godslayer seal. I think that's the Godslayer prayerbook. Of course. Ah, and we missed something. The room over the gate. There's nothing special, but we want to anything in every location. Especially if it is the main location. Oh, and we missed the lion. But no time for worries. We do it now. I answer always too early. Open the gates. And now we kill the lion beast. I hope. Silence or in peace. Loot and peace, baby. A little bit about my health. Hey, how many are you? Nice. I waited clean for the third strike. Don't treten. Don't hit. Treat. Don't treat woman like this. Kick. Don't kick woman. Ah, come on, we kill them too. But first, care about the lion beast. What? Golden wall is so expensive. Okay. Not bad. And now I think we have nearly anything cleaned. Any port. I think it's time for Godric. We can lure the big giant troll to a stone statue, but there I think is just 2 or 3 smithing stone inside. Nothing really important. So already. Let's buff ourselves a little bit. And then say hello to Godric.
Mighty dragon, thou'rt a true-born heir. Lend me thy strength, O kindred. Deliver me unto greater heights. Well.
As a lady.
I am the lord of all that is golden.
was close. I'm not a part of this mission anymore.
Truest of dragons. Lend me thy strength.
Okay, it was a try. Let's wait. I need to rebuff a little bit. Thanks. Okay, we can continue. Really? Please. I have short-range weapons. You don't care. That was not nice. for me. I was rolling. Must be careful. I have no HP anymore. And I'm dead.
Great shot, free.
Ah. That's sad. I hoped to get through Castle Stormveil without dying. That's the moment where my dream died. And 16,000 runes I see. I should work more with guard counter. Let's see. Weapon. Please, no. And now it's a shame. But the range is very limited and I can't do anything. I have no ranged weapons, so I can't do anything when he's out of... out of range. He's very far away. For moments like this I need something. Guard counter is a better choice in this case. I have always wait for the right moment. Not too early make guard counter. Sometimes he slays 2 or 3 times. Oh man. Normally I'm here with bigger weapons, stance break weapons, bigger shields, or a range caster. third one always delayed. Ja.
And one day, we'll return together to our home, bathed in rays of gold.
Not very satisfying, but okay. Godstock has earned a lot of runes.
What a pathetic... Oh! Hello there. This weasel was... Godric was always looking down on me. He got what he bloody deserved thanks to you. I'll tell you though, what goes around comes around. He had an ugly heart, an uglier countenance, and met the ugliest of ends, eh? Now I can do whatever takes my fancy. Can I, mate?
Nothing interesting for us. Godric was much more difficult than expected. All the other way around. Normally I have no problems with him. But this time... And as you see, I was not hitting him. It's my small weapon sometimes. Yeah, I have to learn a lot. Getting more familiar with Aurelia. Especially when I later just try to use this. Oh, this is blocking too.
Good to see you, Master.
Do you remember me? Bok, the demi-human. You helped me before and retrieved my sewing needle. Please, Master, allow me to serve you as your seamster. I can't make nothing from scratch, but I'm happy to make adjustments to your garments. Master, I was wondering, do you ever make adjustments to your garb yourself? I would, well, rather you let me do the job when possible, please. I don't ask anything in return, you know, and, well, I am your personal seamster after all. Oh, going so soon?
Hello? Is someone there? My name is Hayata, and I'm journeying in search of the distant light. If I might be so bold as to ask, would you donate any Shabriri grapes in your possession to me? My eyesight has been weak since birth, you see. I can't tell which way I'm supposed to go next, but when I eat one of those grapes, I can feel a distant light in the back of my eyes. It will lead me to my true duty as a finger maiden.
Of course not.
Bok the seamster, eh? Ready to make a Oh, go.
Then it's time to rest a little bit. We made it through Stormveil Castle. Very quick, without problems. Just Godric was a problem. It's my tiny little fist. But it's okay. That was the challenge. Then I wish you a nice day, evening, night or morning. Live your life right. And I hope you can enjoy it. Have a nice time. Thank you and bye.